I found myself with this organization, tying it up with my personal, obviously, well, vendetta, if you will call it that. Because it's very close to my heart when my father passed away at 50 years old, and I saw my mom struggling, and then I saw, of course, eventually my cousins, etc., etc. So these are stories that are very close to my heart. And my daughter, who's learning to be very, very vocal about a lot of things, has already started asking about money, which is good because we start talking about these things to them. And this is one part of me being a child before where I was never allowed to ask these questions. You know, my father would always shun me away with the issue of money, budget, finances. So some of us actually might have grown up to be like that as well. Sometimes these are difficult questions. You know, my daughter recently asked me, we bought a house recently, and she found it to be, well, hopefully it's our permanent home, although my husband has a tendency of saying that every 5 years. So, and it's not as if, yeah, just like you maybe, it's not as if he helps in packing, di ba? Yun yung cute na part doon. And the unpacking. So, hopefully, we recently moved into our new home, and my daughter kept on asking me, until now, how much did we buy this house for? You know, and how really can you explain that to a 7-year-old? Now, recently, well, enrollment season just started with Assumption. Their school season already starts by August, so instead of the usual cycle. So we were just finished with enrollment. She had to be there for her measurement. And again, she was speaking over as I was paying in the counter, and she was asking, "How much is my tuition?" Well, you know, she's already very smart, and she knows when it's like 3 digits, 4 digits, like how I train her already when she wants to buy a toy or something. She goes loose in the toy store, and I would tell her, you can only get something that is 3 digit. And then she already understands, right? So, of course, the toy stores now, they have this beautiful trick of making it 999.75. Right? So it doesn't also change that into any, it wasn't really very helpful. At any rate, so she would peek into that. And then, so at the time that she was doing that, we were finally settled down, and I already asked her, do you even want to know how much her tuition is? She's grade 3, incoming grade 3. And so I mean, yes, I'm very, very interested. Okay, so you better sit down because it might shock you. Why? Is it more than 10,000 pesos? Right? So I go, yes, it is. What? So how much is it? I ended up saying it. I don't know if you want to know, but you do? All right. I ended up paying for 125,000 peso worth tuition. I tell her that, and she goes, but that's our house. You know, the correlation. So eventually, you'd have to do this with them. And the realization is, in fact, really, really very, very interesting because this is where you try as much as possible to bring them up and actually, in fact, tell them that not everything can be taken for granted. Well, at least that's what I was hoping that will happen. I don't know if the psychologists in the house will agree, but yeah, that's how I would like to approach it. So in terms of asking or looking into the future with them for that figure, unfortunately, this is one that we will have to keep to ourselves for now because this one might actually shock them. Because when you want to go into, of course, sending your kids to school, I mean, natin would always have to be the best, right? That's actually the reason why a lot of parents, a lot of mommies work very, very hard. It's because that's the ideal. You'd want to always work for something that is not just good, but in fact the best for your children, right? Nobody tells your children, no, hindi, okay na yan anak, mag-aral ka sa mababang paaralan ng patay na kuko. Right? You'd really want to go and for the best schools there are, really, in the university. I'm not going to say anymore my usual spill on this, because there's only really one good school in the country. Anyway, never mind. Okay, so, as you can see, we have here, well, this is the reality today. Okay? Actually, medyo na-jump namin ng konti, but if you look at 2015, it's pretty close. This is college. Okay, first year college. Now, for those of you who raise your hands na below 10, let's narrow it down a bit. Sino yung may kids na below 3 years old? Meron pa din. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. Wow. And these are not your, you know, these are your, I only have one child. She's 6. That's it. That's it. Well, that's because of financial planning. There.